Hello friends and my dear students, welcome back to my channel Phoenix Physics. Today we are going to learn error analysis. What is analysis? The process of evaluating uncertainty. What is uncertainty? It is nothing but error, right? So the process of evaluating the uncertainty associated with the measurement is called error analysis. There are four important terms in this error analysis. First one is absolute error. The magnitude of difference between true value and the measured value of the quantity is called absolute error. Consider A1, A2 up to AN are the measured values. Okay, here how do you find out true value? By taking arithmetic mean or average, both are same. How do you calculate arithmetic mean? Say our arithmetic mean is AM. So you know that you just add all the measured values. Here these are all our measured values. So A1 plus A2 plus A3 up to AN and divide the readings, number of reading, divide the number of readings. Here I have taken the values up to N. So I am dividing all these values with N. Okay, how do you rewrite this equation? It is nothing but summation of I is equal to 1 to N, bring this N here, that is 1 by N and AI. Okay, this is our arithmetic mean and this AM is nothing but our true value. Now our aim is to find out absolute error. Okay, so let's say the absolute error delta A. So if I want to find out absolute error for the first quantity means delta A1. Okay, you know the definition, the magnitude of, okay, you write like this, magnitude of difference between true value. What is our true value? AM is our true value and what is our first measured value? A1. So AM minus A1. The magnitude of difference between true value and the measured value is absolute error. Okay, so here also magnitude means here also magnitude. Delta A1, the magnitude or modulus of delta A1 is equal to modulus of AM minus AA1. Why I am taking modulus? Because we are going to calculate the magnitude of the error. We are not considering the direction. So if you get either positive or negative, we can take the positive value only because of this magnitude or modulus symbol. Up to this clear? So delta A1 is equal to AM minus A1. Similarly, you can write it as delta A2 is equal to AM minus A2, delta A3 equal to AM minus A3 up to delta AN is equal to modulus of AM minus AN. Consider one example. Speedometer recorded the values as 40 km per hour, 50 km per hour, then 60, 70 and 80 km per hour. These are all the speedometer reading. Now I want to find out the true value. What is the formula for true value? That is AM is equal to A1 plus A2 up to AN divided by N. Here I have 5 readings. So just add all the readings and divided by 5, you can get the true value, that is AM value. So here 40 plus 50 plus 60 plus 70 plus 80 divided by 5. You can get 40, so 300 divided by 5. So the final value is 60 kilometer per hour. This is our AM value. So I am going to calculate absolute error for these values. First one is delta A1 is equal to modulus of AM minus A1. Okay, this is our formula like this. Here our true value is 60 minus, what is my A1 value? 40. So 60 minus 40, you can get 20 kilometer per hour. Then delta A2, 60 minus 50. So you can get the value as 10 kilometer per hour. And A3, delta A3, here 60 minus 60. My third reading is 60 kilometer per hour. So you can get the value as 0, 60 minus 60. Then delta A4, that is 60 minus 70. Here I can get minus 10, but I am taking modulus. Modulus means we are considering only magnitude. So you can write it as plus 10 kilometer per hour. Same way, delta A5, 60 minus 80, again minus 20, but we are taking magnitude, so 20 kilometer per hour. So we can calculate absolute error like this. Next one is mean absolute error. The arithmetic mean of absolute error in all the measurement is called mean absolute error. You know that absolute error, how to calculate absolute error? Then you take the average for that absolute error, you can get mean absolute error. For example, consider this delta AM as our mean absolute error. How do you calculate this? Modulus of delta A1 is our absolute error plus modulus of delta A2 plus modulus of delta A3 up to modulus of delta AN divided by N. This is the formula for mean absolute error. First step, you have to find out the absolute error, then you add all the magnitude of absolute error, then divided by the number of measurement, you can get mean absolute error. Here you can rewrite this equation as summation of I is equal to 1 to n, bring this n here 1 by n, it is nothing but delta AI. This is our delta AM. Okay, so using this formula, now we are going to calculate mean absolute error for this example. So what is our delta M here? First one A1, that is delta A1 plus delta A2 plus delta A3 plus delta A4 plus delta A5 divided by 5 readings. Okay. So first value is 20 plus 10 plus third value 0 plus 10 plus 20 divided by 5. So totally 20, 30, 60 by 5, answer is 12. So our delta AM is 12. Now you know that AM is our true value. What is AM? Arithmetic mean. Okay. So arithmetic mean is otherwise called as true value, and this delta AM is our mean absolute value. Now if you take a single measurement the value will be in the range A is equal to AM plus or minus delta AM. This is very, very important. Don't forget this format. The magnitude of A lies between AM minus delta AM, A and AM plus delta AM. The magnitude of the quantity lies between AM minus delta AM to AM plus delta AM. So AM value is 60 plus or minus delta AM is 12. So each measurement should lie between this range 60 plus or minus 12. What is that range? 60 plus 12 range means 72. 60 minus 12 range means 48. Relative error. Relative error sometimes called as fractional error. It is nothing but the ratio of the mean absolute error to the mean value. So how do you write this relative error? It is nothing but the ratio of the mean absolute error, that is delta AM, divided by mean value, that is AM. In this example, how do you calculate relative error? Here what is our delta AM? Delta AM is 12. What is our AM? AM is 60. So 0.2 is our answer. Relative error expresses how large the absolute error is compared to the total size of the object measured. Up to this clear? Next one is percentage error. Relative error expressed as percentage means percentage error. How do you calculate percentage error? Percentage error is same relative error formula, that is delta AM divided by AM into 100. That's all. Here what is our relative error? 0.2. So 0.2 into 100 means 20 percentage. Our error is, percentage of error is 20 percentage. In your book one example sum is given. In a series of successive measurement in an experiment, the readings of the period of oscillation of a simple pendulum were found to be 2.63 second, 2.56 second, 2.42 second, 2.71 second and 2.80 second. Calculate the mean value of the period of oscillation, absolute error, mean absolute error, relative error, percentage error. Express the result in proper form. Okay, what is given? T1, T2, T3, T4 up to T5 value is given. Now first one is we are going to find out mean value of the period of oscillation. Say mean value is Tm. Why I am using T? T is for time period. So Tm is our mean value. How do you find out Tm? Simply add all the values, all the given values, T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4 plus T5 divided by 5. Here what is our T1? 2.63 plus 2.56 plus 2.42 plus 2.71 plus 2.80 divided by 5. Just add the value, you can get 13.12 divided by 5. Divide this value, you can get 2.624 something. Okay. Here I am going to round off this figure. So look at the third decimal point. Here the third decimal is less than 5. So you can take the value as 2.62. If it is 5 and above means, that is the third decimal is 5 and above means you can round off the second decimal by adding 1. Okay. Here it is less than 5. So you simply take it as 2.62 second. So this is our Tm value. Second one is absolute error. How do you calculate absolute error? The difference, the magnitude of difference between Tm minus, that is T1. This is our delta T1. Modulus of delta T1 can be written as Tm minus T1. What is our Tm value here? 2.62. 2.62 minus 2.63. You can get the value as minus of 0.01 second. But here we are taking magnitude. So simply you can write it as 0.01. Then 0.1 second. Then delta T2. 2.62 minus 2.56. So you can get the value as 0.06 second. Third one is delta T3, that is 2.62, that is our mean value, minus 2.42, you can get 0.20. T4 means 2.62 minus 2.71. Here I am getting minus value, but I am taking magnitude, so you can write it as 0.09 alone. T5 minus 0.18, but you can write it as 0.18 second. Okay. So this is our absolute error value. Third one subdivision is mean absolute error. How do you find out mean absolute error? You know the formula for mean absolute error, that is delta Tm is equal to 1 by n summation of I is equal to 1 to n delta Ti. This is our formula. So how do you calculate mean absolute error? Just add all the magnitude of absolute error. So first one is 0.01 second plus 0.06 plus 0.2 plus 0.09 plus 0.18 divided by 5 readings. You can get the value as 0.54 divided by 5. Your answer is 0.108. Look at the third decimal. It is above 5. If it is above 5 means you can round off by simply adding 1. Okay. So you can write like this 0.11 second. Okay. So 0.11 second. 11 second. Our fourth subdivision is relative error. How do you calculate relative error? Using the formula del Tm by Tm. Our Tm, del Tm value is 0.11 second. Substitute here. Our Tm value is here. Our Tm value is 2.62 second. Substitute, you can get the value as 0.041. Look at the third decimal. It is less than 5. So simply you can write it as 0.04. Okay. Fifth subdivision is percentage error. How do you calculate percentage error? Simply multiply the value with 100. So 0.04 into 100. So 400, 2 decimal point, you can get 4%. So this is our fifth subdivision. Next one is express the result in proper form. How do you express the result? If you take any value, the value should be like this. Am, this is our mean value, plus or minus delta Am. This is mean absolute error. Or Tm, or here you can write it as T, then Tm, then delta Tm. Here T. So T is equal to Tm plus or minus delta Tm. So Tm is our mean value 2.62 second and del Tm is mean absolute value 0.11 second. So this T is nothing but time period of a simple pendulum. Up to this clear? I hope this video is useful to you. If you like my video, please share and subscribe my video. Thank you.